what are your thoughts around fake streaming, bot farms, paid
Yeah.
streams?
Yeah. Artificial streaming, as we call it, is like a big focus for our team. And it comes back to what we were talking about earlier about the way the royalty pool works, where,
Mm,
2/3 of all music revenue from streaming services goes back to rights holders. And if we pay out money for any fake streams, um, that's money that would have gone to a legit artist who's like building an actual fan base who we want to reward. So that's why we take it so seriously, because any money that goes to people who are buying streams, illegally, that's money that should be going to
a real
artists who are,
artist.
yeah, doing
Yeah.
it the right way. So we built out a massive team that's, looking around every corner, catching all the different tactics of artificial streaming
Mm,
people use. And yeah, there's, you know, all different types. There's artists who know that they're buying a shady service because they want the numbers to look higher and, they incorrectly think it's going to help them there. There's some who think they're paying for something legit because a lot of these services like don't market themselves.
yeah.
Honestly, they'll act like it's a legit promo service, but actually it's, botted streams. And I hate when artists fall prey to that. And then there's folks, trying to do shady stuff, right? Like release music and get royalties from it. Um, we're catching tons of artificial streams every month. And, it's through all the obvious ways and all the new ways people try to find. Our team finds it.
Yeah.
Every time we kind of detect an artificial stream, we're not paying out royalties for it. We're removing it from public metrics, so
Yeah.
monthly listener count, all-time track stream count. It's not counting towards charts. And then as it starts to be more serious artificial streaming, that's when you might like lose playlisting. You might get a penalty through your distributor. Some of the more kind of serious deterrents that we have to do to show how seriously we're taking it and protecting the royalty pool for artists doing it the right way. Um, but it's tough. I think we've improved our tech a lot the last few years. So, maybe there used to be times where things would stay in public metrics. It really doesn't anymore. Like we're catching tons of artificial streams uh, and removing them. So, when you see your monthly listener count, when you see a track stream count, sometimes it can get confusing because we'll show an all-time track stream count on the platform, but a monthly listener count. So
Mm,
if you see someone with like a ton of track streams but a low current monthly listener count, sometimes it's just like they had a song that was popular a while ago
true.
and they aren't getting that many more streams.
Yeah.
Um,
But if it
but
was like you dropped the song a month ago and you
yeah,
got
that's
five
weird.
million streams.
That's that sounds shady.
But by the
Yeah,
way, like this is happening at all levels, no? Like whether you're the biggest artist in the world or the smallest artist in the world, fake streams can be bought by anyone, right?
yeah,
And it's sometimes hard to tell whether, and maybe you can add some light to this, whether they're weighted the same, but like if you run a a campaign, like a paid ad campaign,
yeah,
and you're just getting a ton of streams in maybe like smaller markets in Southeast Asia or something, right? They're legit.
yeah.
It's just, they're not from listeners in the US. Is that still considered a fake stream? Like,
But yeah, I think like the guidance I'd give artists are if you can't um, if you can kind of explain where the streams are coming from, if it's from like a surprising market, and if it seems like it's really sustained, that's a
uh,
good sign. I think when um, often like an artist who thinks they're buying a legit service and it turns out to be a shady one, what you'll see is like a huge spike in a weird market that makes no sense. Like you haven't done promo there on your social accounts, you don't see any followers there,
right,
and it spikes up and then it goes away 2 days later. And
right.
you're like, that's weird. Or it's a weird stream source. Like you're not getting new streams anywhere else. It's just from one source.
Mm,
Those are the sorts of signs that something's up. Um, but yeah, like all the time, an artist who's from one country ends up finding a fan base in a totally surprising country.
yeah,
Um, and if it's sustained and, if you're seeing it not just on a streaming service, but on social, you're seeing listeners pop up from those countries too.
right.
Um, that's a good sign. So yeah, just because streams are from a surprising country doesn't mean they're fake in any way.
Okay.
You really just want to look at like the trends. Is it sustained? Can I explain why? Am I seeing it on other platforms?
Mm.
And that's probably a better way to, try to figure